Children, let's start with the second part of the chapter, Natural Resources, Air, Water and Land. Open to your textbook page number 4. So we are going to begin with the subtopic water. Children, why do we need water, or for what do we need water? We need water for drinking. We need water for washing clothes and utensils. We need water for bathing and washing utensils. So these are some of the works in which we use water. Besides this work, we need water for many activities in day-to-day life. So we can see that water is very important to us. You will see that it is impossible for us to spend even a single day without water. We need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day so that all our bodily function runs smoothly. Other living things also require water, although the amount of water they need may vary according to their size of their body. So in this picture you can see we have animals and we have birds. So the amount of water the animals need may vary from the amount of water the birds need will be different. Why? Based on the size of the animal. So birds are very tiny, so they require less amount of water, whereas the animals need more amount of water in daily life. We see that water is very important. How this water is formed? If hydrogen gas burns in the air, it combines with oxygen and hence water is formed. We have learnt about some characteristics of water in the previous standard. Now, observe and discuss. This is the pie chart of distribution of water on the earth. So you can see that the water is present on the earth in much quantity, but not every other water is useful to us. There are some groundwater, ice and water in the other forms, water. And through this pie chart you can see that a lot of portion of water is constituent in the seas and ocean. When we are talking about sea and ocean, the water is salty. Now, can we use the water from the sea and ocean for drinking or any other purpose? No, right? So, the ocean water or sea water cannot be used for our daily needs. You can see that a small amount of water is available in the as in the form of groundwater and ice, and even smaller amount of water is available for drinking. So this amount of water of drinking is enough for all of us to use. In nature, water occurs in 3 states. Water does not have color, taste or odor. Odor means smell. Many substances readily dissolve in water. For example, if you mix salt in the water, you cannot see the salt. It gets dissolved in the water. Therefore, water is universal solvent. Because any substance can dissolve in the water, it is called as universal solvent. The blood of animals and the sap in the plants contain a very high proportion of water. No living thing can survive without water, and therefore it is said that water is life. here is the distribution of water. So you can see that about 97% of water is in the oceans, which means 97% of water is salty and it cannot be used in our daily needs. River, about 1 or less percent of water is in the form of rivers, lakes and groundwater, and around 2% is in the ice form, that is in polar ice form. So you can see that the amount of water is available for drinking is only 1%. So this 1% is enough for us, for our survival, for everyone. In what ways is the water in the seas and ocean useful even if it is salty? The sea and ocean waters, even if it is salty, is useful in the following ways. The salts can be separated and the water in the seas, oceans can be used for drinking purposes. So if you filter the water, in some cases you can use the water after filtration for drinking purpose. The salt can be extracted and purified to make edible salts. So salt is extracted from the seas and ocean and the salt is used for eatables. The water in the seas and oceans provide habitat to various flora and fauna that are not even only aquatic in nature but are also marine plants and animals. So there is a heavy aquatic life in the oceans and seas. So it protects the plants and animals in the water. The water in the seas and oceans serves as an important route for navigation, traveling between the various countries on different constituents. Though the water cannot be used for drinking or other needs, but it is very important. Why? For navigation purpose and for transport purpose. The water in the seas and oceans provide the much needed water to continue the water cycle. Now what is the water cycle? We have learned in the video that the water cycle is very continuous process. When the water evaporates, it goes up in the form of water vapor and then again solidifies and it comes down in the form of rain. So this water which is salty is also important. Why? Because of this only we get rainwater. Observe the picture and state for which purpose is water being used. So in this picture, what are the different activities in which water is used? You can see some boys are swimming in the water. Then some women are washing their clothes in the water. Some people are washing the vehicle in the water. Then water is being used in the factories. Water is being stored in the dams. And there are houses over there. So the people use water from the river. So likewise, many activities, we can use water in many activities. We get water. Do other things, living things use water like we do? We use water in large quantities. We have learned that water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. The water vapor formed from oceans is the main source of water in the water cycle. So in the water cycle we have learned that the main source of water cycle or of water is the oceans and seas. It gets converted into rain, creating fresh water source on the earth. We get water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, ponds, springs and lakes. So these are the natural sources of water. Man also digs wells and bore wells to lift the groundwater. Apart from this, man has also constructed bunds and dams of various size on rivers. Why these bunds and dams are constructed? So that the water is stored for future. Due to the uncontrolled use of water for an increasing population, industry and farming, it is now in short supply. Now we can see that there is a shortage of water. Why there is shortage of water? Because the water has been used excessively. Water scarcity has become a serious problem now. So, what we have to do? We have to always remember that we have to use water sparingly. Sparingly means cautiously. What you have to do? How you have to use water sparingly? Block water, let it percolate. Means during the rainy season, block the water and let it get absorbed in the land. Store water wherever possible. When it is raining, you have to store the water wherever it is possible. Then you can reuse the water wherever possible. Now what we do? We do not reuse the water. So we have to reuse the water wherever possible. Remember, stored water does not become stale at once. Stale means it does not get affected, or it does not get muddy, or it does not get stale at once. Now we shall learn about land. Children, can you tell what is land made of? The land is made of rocks, stones, mud, dust particles, etc. What do you see on the land? We see many things like trees, water, houses, etc. What has man created on the land? The man has built houses, roads, buildings, etc. If a deep pit is dug in the ground, what do you find there? If a deep pit is dug in the ground, we find different layers of soil. Is the land flat everywhere? No, the land is not flat everywhere, because somewhere we find mountains, in some areas we find plain. Does man produce soil or land? No, man does not produce soil or land. We get it from the nature. Land is seen in the forms of stones, big rocks, etc. It is not flat everywhere. It is hilly in some places and flat in others. All terrestrial animals, including man, live on land. What are terrestrial animals? Terrestrial animals means are the animals that live predominantly or entirely on land. So man is also a terrestrial man. Some terrestrials dig burrows in the ground or for shelter. So in the picture you can see small holes in the ground. Now who stays in this? The animals. Some animals dig these holes or burrows in the ground, and they stay in there and they make the shelter out of it. This means that they use land for fulfilling their need. Now as the man builds houses on the land, we use the land. Likewise, animals also make the land as their shelter and they fulfill their need. We also use land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plants and animals in the forest that grow on the land. The minerals, crude oil and natural gas obtained from the earth, that is land, are very important for us. It means that land is an important resource. Let us see exactly what is land made of. Here is the diagram of layers of land. First layer or the outermost layer on the land is the humus soil. Second layer is immature soil. Third layer is layer of soil and some small rocks. And the last layer is the bedrock from which the soil has emerged. The land on the earth also looks like this. If a pipeline is being laid in your neighborhood, observe carefully the pits dug for this purpose. You will see some layers under the land surface as shown in the accompanying figure. If the land has mature soil, the topmost layer is formed by decomposition of remains of plants and animals. Now, how this humus soil is formed? It is formed with the help of decomposition. Decomposition means rotting of remains of plants and animals. This layer is called as humus. It is usually found in dense forest. The land below this is full of sand, soil, small stones, worms and insects. You can see in the picture, this is the composition of immature soil. So it consists of sand, soil, small pieces of rocks, worms and insects. Soil and pieces of bedrock are found below this layer of land. So after immature soil, how does the layer is formed? With the help of soil and big rock. And at last the soil is immature. Further below this layer, the proportion of soil decreases and that of increase in the bedrock. Here. That is why soil in different regions is different. Now suppose if the bedrock of that region is different, so the soil will be also different. Why? Because the soil is formed because of the composition of that bedrock. Now let us learn about the process of soil formation in the next chapter. So we will stop over here for today and we shall learn about the process of soil formation in the next class.